the very first reading with Jay Roach of Meet the Parents, I read Terry Polo's Road.
Oh, wow.
No! Wow.
Opposite us right now are two megastars. One is a 2-time Oscar winner from, The Godfather, and the other is the iconic Emmy Award-winning queen from the massive sitcom Will and Grace. I cannot believe I'm actually saying this. Please welcome to Capital Breakfast, Robert De Niro and Debra Messing! Yes! Wow! We are going to straight away talk about your new film that we absolutely love. Alto Knights. It's out in the cinemas today. And, well, it's a proper gangster film, isn't it? And I reckon if you loved, Goodfellas and Godfather, you will love this. Robert, when the script landed on your desk, did you just think straight away, yep, this is a good one, I'm going to do it?
Well, Erwin Winkler called me and said, look, I have a script I want you to read, blah, blah, blah. And I said, Nick Pileggi wrote it, and Barry Levinson's attached to it as director. And so I read it right away, and then we started talking. I wasn't sure it was that type of film, but they offered it. I had to really seriously think about it. So I had actually, Nick, for some reason, I haven't quite gotten it exactly right, but he had written about a place, the location, the title is Alto Knights. That's a place where when I was a kid, I would hang out in. And I said, did you know that? He said, no, I just used it because it was a social club at one point in Italy that was, there in that neighborhood. And so it was written originally Knights of Alto Knights, but it was, that in itself interested me a lot. And I thought if I was ever going to do a story about a certain time in my life, I would use that title. It's such a great title. So I told Erwin Winkler in the studio, you got to use Alto Knights as opposed to Wise Guys, which is a generic thing we all know now. So. And
you've worked with him before, because obviously he wrote Goodfellas, didn't he, the original book?
He wrote Goodfellas Casino, which was originally titled Wise Guy.
Yeah. It's such a good film, and there's the chemistry between you two is great, but we should also talk about the chemistry between the dogs.
Yeah, yes, okay? The dogs.
Because when watching the film, I was like, you guys really love these dogs. Your chemistry's great. If there was an Oscar for chemistry for animals, and it turns out they are your dogs in real life, Robert. What?
And my girlfriend's going to be very happy to hear what you say.
Oh, really? Oh, it's great. Do the dogs love you the most, or your girlfriend?
Well, she really takes care of them more than I do. I'm there, they're there. I don't even remember some of their names sometimes. But
well, he has 18 dogs.
All, so 18?
18 dogs?
So how did you pick? Did they have to audition all 18 of them, and then you pick the best two?
No, we had, there's a scene in the script where I take the dog, I think, for a walk then. And so somehow my girlfriend Tiffany said, well, what about talk to Jason Sosnev, one of the producers, and what about these dogs? And so Jason showed them to Barry. Barry liked them. He said, okay. I thought I brought the dogs to meet him, but I forgot.
They auditioned.
That's so
funny. So Barry was happy with that. He was fine with it.
You guys have been to the UK before, many a times. And Robert, you absolutely are a big foodie, even though saying the word foodie gives people the ick. How are you now with British food? Are you a fan of it?
Yeah, I like having bangers in the morning.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Bangers and mash. Yeah,
nice.
Classic.
Yes. What about a roast dinner? Are you a fan of roast dinners?
I haven't done that at a couple of restaurants I've heard about here that I want to try, not this time, but another time.
Okay, next time we can definitely give you a recommendation.
Yeah.
This week on the show as well, we've had corned beef hash. That's my favourite British dish. Debra, you're wincing there.
Yeah, no, that's not for me.
Do you know what, Debra? He's cooked it for us before. It's not for any of us.
Okay.
No.
It's so I'm from a very working class family, and it's beef in a tin mixed with potatoes and carrots.
Okay, I had tequila last night, and I'm starting to taste it.
And Robert, you will know these meals that you had as from a childhood that your mum used to make that are dead cheap and easy to. It's basically just meat in a tin, potatoes and carrots and gravy, and it is delicious.
My mom used to make a bean and bacon casserole.
Oh yes.
And she put like ketchup and mustard in, and I thought it was the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. And then when I became an adult and I watched her do it, I was like, are you kidding me?
It's so
awful.
It also, I feel like it might be quite an American thing, but even like a New York thing. Robert, surely there's a sandwich named the De Niro somewhere.
Oh, there's loads, surely.
Well, there was one when we shot Bronx Tale in Queens in Astoria. There was an Italian deli there, and so they did finally put a De Niro hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was in the De Niro hero?
All kinds of stuff. Mozzarella, prosciutto, a bunch of things. It was good, actually.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, because that's the thing, you've got to like your sandwich, otherwise.
Exactly. We're here to talk about your new film, Alto Knights, which is out now. It's so good. Definitely got to see it. And I know, Robert, you must get fed up of being fanboyed by guys like me all the time, but your movies, Godfather, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, what is the movie line that people quote to you the most? Is it, are you talking to me? Or...
I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Made Deborah laugh.
I just watched it recently.
It's so good, though, isn't it?
So good.
What is the one you get shouted at to you all
Well,
the
the
time?
talking to me is probably, I guess, well, even this one, the nipple.
The nipples thing.
I mean,
so-
just seeing you with that nipple on you, it just made me so happy.
I think it really surprised. At the time when you did Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, no one saw that coming, De Niro doing a comedy. What made you choose to do it?
I started doing Analyze This with Billy Crystal had a script, and he told me about it. He said, I have this idea, blah, blah, blah. So I said, I read it. I said, why don't we do a reading of it? We did a reading of it. We then looked for a director, and we started. Then Meet the Parents came a little after that.
Yeah.
What you don't know is the very first reading with Jay Roach of Meet the Parents. I read Terry Polo's Road.
Oh, wow.
No! Wow!
Did we read, or was it with Jay Roach?
It was with Jay.
Jay, yeah. Wow.
It was with Jay, and I was like, I'm not very blonde. I don't think this is going to work. I would be better as Ben Stiller's sister.
Oh, wow. It just shows, though, that sometimes these things are meant to be and you ended up working together later down the line. But how wonderful.
Did you not know that, Robert? Is that the first time you've heard that?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow, there you go. That's what we do on Capital.
Now, look, Robert, I'm going to change the subject now from film to telly. I've got a little girl. She's about to turn 1.
Yeah.
And I know you're in the same boat as me, right? And I don't know whether you get to watch any grown-up telly anymore, or is it all Peppa Pig?
Oh, what's Peppa Pig? I didn't know about
Oh,
that.
wow.
yeah.
Wouldn't you start with that? Do you know of this, Deborah, Peppa Pig?
I've heard. My son's 21, so he was all about the Wiggles.
Oh,
okay.
yes, exactly.
Yes, but
See,
Peppa Pig was after his time.
Peppa Pig has become so iconic that American children are putting on this British accent. Hello, mummy.
Oh, interesting. I'll look for that one. I
Yeah.
have the Wiggles,
Peppa
Miss
Pig.
Rachel,
Miss
Blippi.
Rachel.
Any more that you can recommend to Robert?
Are you on Bluey?
Oh, Bluey.
Bluey, yes, I think.
I love Bluey. My dog loves Bluey. Did you realize they said that there are 4 things that make dogs' anxiety go away, separation anxiety, and the number 1 thing is Bluey?
What?
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
That is a great fact.
Swear to God.
And getting them on movie sets to work with you guys as well. I bet that helps. You have got to watch this film. I can't tell you how good it is. It's a proper old school mob gangster film.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
With 2 incredible performances from our guests today. Please give it up for Robert De Niro and Debra Messing.
Oh, wow. Thank
Alto
you.
Knights is available to watch today in the cinemas. Go and see it.